underground has the best video clips in town. DP underground has the best video clips around. DP underground has the best video clips in town. DP underground has the best video clips around. DP underground has the best video clips in town. DP underground has the best video clips around. DP underground has the best video clips in town. DP underground has the best video clips around. DP underground has the best video clips in town. DP underground has the best video clips around.
Hello everybody, it's Ben back again with another surprise stream. I think I'm just gonna do random streams throughout the month on off days when we're not doing Drunken Peasants on this channel. So even when we get the other channel back, these sort of videos are going to stay here. The solo videos will just stay here. So welcome everyone. Everyone's coming in right now. You know what I was watching earlier? Ted Cruz is debating the guy that has a good chance of beating him. And it's kind of interesting. I was thinking maybe we play a little bit of that right off the top here just to check it out and see what's going on. It seems like he's not really handling himself that well.
Delivering for the taxpayers in our community. Only one of us on this stage.
This is happening live right now.
And run a small business. Had to meet payroll every single week. Had to go before the bank and try to get a loan to expand that business. Had to go out and hustle for new customers and make sure that we kept those who we already had happy going forward. That required balance in a budget and understanding how to make ends meet. I want to make sure that, again, we're not giving away to corporations.
Earlier, he was giving Ted Cruz shit for shutting down the government.
Contributions that he's received from those political action committees. He's working for the clampdown and the corporations and the special interests. He's not working for the people of Texas.
Representative O'Rourke, we'd like to end this for both of you on a very positive note.
Oh, it's about to end.
Ask you to tell us something that you admire about your opponent.
What? Yeah, it's hard.
Senator Cruz and I were both elected to the United States Congress in the same year, 2012. We both have young children. I know how hard he works. I know how much time he has spent away from his kids.
Look at him looking at him like, oh man, whatever. Blowing smoke up my ass.
He's doing it for one reason. He wants to serve this country, and he's trying to do his best. We may have differences of opinions on what our destination might be and how we're going to get there. But I have no question that Senator Cruz wants to do the best.
Wouldn't you have a ton of respect for him if he was just to say, I don't think there's anything good about him and I think he's a piece of garbage? Let's hear Cruz, what he has to say.
Very sentiments back at Congressman O'Rourke. You're right, being a dad of young
Ditto. That's basically what Cruz is saying here. Ditto.
Every day when I leave for the campaign trail, it's hard. There are a lot of tears in the Cruz household. I'm sure there are in the O'Rourke household too. That is the single hardest part of doing this. And let me say beyond that. Look, I think Congressman O'Rourke is passionate. He is energetic. He believes in what he's fighting for.
In love.
In fact, very much the same
Look at the admiration.
Last year I did 3 debates with Bernie Sanders, and I expressed this at all 3 debates, that Bernie Sanders believes in what he's fighting for. He believes in socialism. Now, I think what he's fighting for doesn't work, but I think you are absolutely sincere, like Bernie, that you believe in expanding government and higher taxes, and I commend you for fighting for what you believe in. As you noted,
it's funny how he turned the question where they have to say what they like about each other into an insult, saying that he's a socialist.
Come on, Artis. Before we bring the debate to a close,
I think he means well, but he just wants to destroy the fabric of America.
For a closing statement, Senator Cruz, let's start with you.
In November,
oh God,
there'll be a lot of things on the ballot.
You could tell he's rehearsed this.
Both Congressman O'Rourke and I will be on the ballot, but there's going to be a lot more than that. Jobs will be on the ballot. We've seen in the last 2 years 4 million new jobs all across this country. Paychecks will be on the ballots. We've seen Texas employers like American Airlines, like Southwest Airlines, like AT&T giving.
He's starting to look like Grandpa
pay
Munster from the Munsters.
Your 401k and your savings will be on the ballot, as we've seen the pensions of millions of Texans going up. You know, Texas understands a very simple formula. When you cut taxes, when you simplify the tax code, when you lift the burden on small businesses, it's good for Texas. It expands jobs, it expands opportunity. And there is a fundamental choice in this election. It's a choice between, we're seeing nationally, socialists like Bernie Sanders, like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, and indeed Congressman Beto O'Rourke advocating for those same policies. Full-on socialized medicine, which, by the way, they call Medicare for all. And let me say to all the seniors in Texas, Medicare, you paid into it your whole life. You're counting on it for your health care. What they're proposing is putting every single person in this country, including illegal aliens, everyone in this country,
he'll just keep throwing the socialism word out there.
That would bankrupt Medicare. There is a choice for this country. You know, there are also states that implement the kind of policies Congressman O'Rourke supports. High taxes, high regulations, open border states. You look at California,
open
which
borders.
is hemorrhaging population.
Nobody is advocating open borders. Well, not nobody, but nobody in the political mainstream.
Is more than
no one wants the border just totally open for anyone to walk across.
In
That's
Texas,
bullshit.
we understand that if you get government off the backs of small businesses, Texans do well. I've fought for that for 6 years. I've kept my promise.
This isn't
and I
weed.
will always stand and fight for 28 million Texans.
That is your time, Senator. Thank you. Representative O'Rourke.
Yeah.
Let's hear who gets the bigger applause.
Let me again begin by thanking SMU, NBC5, the Dallas Morning News for making this possible tonight.
Why don't you use your time to make a statement instead of thanking everybody?
Who has invited me to your communities, who has invited me into your homes, who's invited me into your lives, into your hopes and your dreams, and the very high expectations that we are together setting right now for this country. At this deeply divided, highly polarized moment, you have reminded me that before we are Republicans,
we're Americans.
We're independents. We are Texans.
Oh, he says Texans, yeah, because it's a local election.
We're going to start acting that way. President Harry Truman reminded us that this country was not founded.
I want Ted Cruz to lose, but
Instead, we are founded
so far this guy is just
on imagination.
Classic politician.
Determination to do the job at hand. I've never heard a better description than that one for the people of Texas that I've met in each one of the 254 counties. We are not running against anyone. We're not running against anything. We're not running against another political party. We are running for this country, by and for each and every single one of us. We are going to use
White Obama. Someone in the chat called him White Obama. That's hilarious.
The #1 provider of mental health care services is the county jail system today. To a state that leads the way to ensuring everyone is well enough to live to their full potential. A state where 50% of the teachers are working a second or a third job just to make ends meet instead of being able to focus on those children.
He is White Obama.
We're going to lead the way in having their backs and making sure that we don't privatize public education money and send it to a private school. Whatever the challenge is, I know that we are up to the task, and I want to thank you for inspiring me, giving me confidence, giving me hope.
Okay, time's up. Shouldn't have thanked everybody. You could have talked longer. Shut up.
And that concludes tonight's Senate debate.
He got a good.
Both of our candidates, our audience.
He got a good pop from the audience.
Some important dates to keep in mind.
I mean, if this guy is polling well against Ted Cruz in Texas, there has to be something to that. Here's an actual news story about this.
Texas Democrat Beto O'Rourke got a little bit of positive news, Joe, after trailing Senator Ted Cruz by 9 points in that Quinnipiac University poll we told you about yesterday. A new Reuters Ipsos UVA Center for Politics poll of the upcoming Senate race actually gives O'Rourke the edge over Cruz 47 to 45, although that's a statistical tie, so nobody really has the edge according to that poll. The poll also found a neck-and-neck race in Arizona, where Democrat Kyrsten Sinema leads Republican Martha McSally 47-44. Again,
is this for McCain's seat?
And another statistical tie in Nevada, where Republican Senator Dean Heller is up 3 points in this poll against Democratic Congresswoman Jackie Rosen, 46 to 43. Florida Governor Rick Scott ahead just 1 point of incumbent Senator Bill Nelson, 46-40.
Those two have traded off before, because I remember Rick Scott was governor of Florida at one point. Do they just keep passing it back and forth?
Meanwhile, in the governor's race, Tallahassee's Democratic Mayor Andrew Gillum leads Republican Ron DeSantis in this poll, Joe, 50 to 44,
Wow.
6-point spread there.
And that's really the headline in all of these polls that have been coming out. Andrew Gillum outperforming all expectations. He's up 5-6 points over Ron DeSantis. And of course,
are there any new revelations from the Mueller investigation?
Democrats.
All right, whatever. I was just interested in the polls. So yeah, Ted Cruz might lose. That should be pretty interesting. I'm sick of looking at him and hearing him. I think he's been around long enough. I don't care. He'll fade into obscurity eventually unless he decides to run again. Booger eating Cruz. So here's a story I was going to cover mainly because it interests me. Because a while back, I was buying these things for like 20 cents each. And the XRP cryptocurrency had this crazy growth recently, and it became the second largest cryptocurrency. It beat out Ethereum, so now it's below Bitcoin as the second largest cryptocurrency. It's been worth more in the past. I think it got up to $3 or something before. Now it's up, I think, around 55 cents. But it's been climbing so quickly because it seems like there's a good chance a lot of big banks might adopt its usage to help transfer money. It seems to be one of the better options of the big cryptocurrencies to transfer money very quickly with minimal transfer fees. Because transferring money internationally between banks, there's always transfer fees, and it takes way longer. So when cryptocurrencies get implemented and they're used practically in the real world, they start to increase in value. And I just happened to come across a bunch of these back when they were worth under 30 cents each. What did someone say? Bitcoin might as well be Chuck E. Cheese tokens. Are they? I mean, sure. What about Chuck E. Cheese tickets? Are Ripple like... Is Ripple or not? Okay, people will correct me on that. They'll say it's not Ripple, it's XRP. Ripple is one of the companies that helped to innovate XRP. It used to be called Ripple XRP. Now they have a new logo, and they're just being called XRP. Ripple is just partially involved. And Ripple's going to create a new payment service that's going to utilize XRP, and because of that, XRP is going up in value. Do an acid. I don't have any. Brett will become a Bitcoin millionaire and sure you're fragile. People are saying they enjoyed the guest on tap last night. He was really interesting. Yeah, Landon Knoll. I'm sure you can look him up. I'm sure if you Google his name, you'll find out more information about him. Brilliant guy. Done some interesting things. What about Camel Cash? Do they still do that? I don't even know if they do that anymore. Camel Cash. I don't smoke very often. On an occasion, I will. So yeah, I have a bunch of these, and let's hope that it ends up being worth like either, you know, in the double or hopefully even triple digits. Because that would be awesome. But you never know. Even experts, which I am not, I'm not going to claim to be an expert on this shit at all, get it wrong sometimes. And I'll tell you what, you can say it might as well be a Chuck E. Cheese token, but it's worth real money. Like, people really did get rich off of Bitcoin because they bought it at a very low price and sold it at the right time. do hedgehog. My hedgehog is upstairs in her cage. Did you guys not get the joke about the hedgehog thing? Because I feel like a lot of people don't understand it. We went to the store and bought a bag of powdered sugar and kept it off screen and made a joke saying, oh, we were going to go do some hedgehog. And we walk off camera and rub the white powder on our nose and come back and act all like tweaked out. And in reality, the part of the joke was, you know, I was going to be like, hey, do you guys want to see the hedgehog? And everybody like, yeah, thinking I'm going to show them like a bag of Coke or something. And then I bring a real hedgehog out. That's what we did. I can't. Where's the hedgehog now? In her cage. Check out this weird ritual for opening day at an Apple store for the launch of the iPhone XS. You have to think that these employees got together and rehearsed and choreographed this shit. This is so weird. These are the employees at an Apple store before they open their doors to start selling the iPhone XS that day. You know what? Throughout my life, I don't think it's as big as it used to be, but Apple consumers are almost cult-like, and they'll line up outside of a store, you know, 24 hours ahead of time, even when it's cold. I mean, obviously this is in the UK, and you could tell it's at least a little bit cold. Everyone's wearing jackets and stuff, and there appears to be a line. It goes around the corner. All right. It's still going. They didn't get it all on camera. You'd think it was New Year's. You think that this was New Year's Eve and they were counting down the ball dropping. But really it's just, yeah, you get to come in and buy some overpriced shit that was made in China. It's got a cool Apple logo on it, though, so we get to charge you a fuck ton of money. Woo, woo, iPhone, yay, consumerism. Yeah, fuck that. So I guess the first look at Joaquin Phoenix in the Joker makeup was revealed recently. So I never envisioned Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker. I'll give it a chance. I've enjoyed Joaquin Phoenix as an actor at least a few times. Yeah, there it is. It's very Bozo the Clown looking.
Sonic has greatest hedgehogs around. Sonic has the best prices on hogs in town. Musical notes.
Musical notes. It's weird that it actually says it. Musical notes. That's weird. Oh yeah, by the way, Streamlabs open, 9/11 mode on. And later tonight, much later tonight, some of you, depending on where you live, might be waking up in the morning. Saturday morning for you. I'm going to do another stream. It's going to be less DP like. But if you want to help me accomplish my goal, that would be much appreciated. And don't forget to sign up for Patreon. Time is running low to sign up for the private show. Me against Fat Pat, Poisoning the Well, Spin Till You Spew, Someone's Gonna Vomit. It's gonna be great. You don't want to miss it. Anyway, What do you guys think of this? If this is in fact the Joaquin Phoenix Joker, what do you think? How does it look? Just on looks alone. Forget about who's playing the part or how you think he'll do it. How do you feel about the actual Joaquin Phoenix makeup? Is it better than the guy from My So-Called Life? Ronald McFondle is a better looking Joker. Wow. Is there an actor that you guys think would play the Joker better? Is there an active actor currently that you think would do better than Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker? If so, tell me in the chat or in the comments if you're watching this later. People are saying ICP. He looks like ICP. Better than Suicide Squad. Nicolas Cage. Ray Romano. My Nissan Stanza. Doug's gonna kill me. Who's Doug? My dad.
Prepare yourself, Ben.
Oh! Get my chaser ready. This is how much I have left. For one solid donation of $50, I'll just kill it. I'll just chug the rest of it until it's gone. Ben for the Joker. Ben is the Joker guy. First you put Ben for the Jocker. What's the Jocker? You love the shape of my head. Thank you. All right. So this is him as pre-Joker. Was this the original image that was released? And people were like, that's the Joker? But I guess that's probably... I wonder how much they're going to get into the backstory of the Joker. Oh, God. Okay. He looks like Bozo to me. Oh, no. You know what? No, he doesn't, actually. I don't know what maybe the mouth, but Bozo had... Well, Bozo had red eyebrows that, like, went all the way up almost to the top of his forehead and came back down. Derek Savage for the Joker. Wow. I'm the Joker. I'm not good at impersonating him. Q-Cat. Yeah. Wow, there's so much coming in. Looks more... Yeah, maybe that's who I'm thinking of. Maybe he... Where's that picture of... Yeah, you're right. You're right. It is like Gacy, kind of. I mean, Gacy's eyes were totally blue, but the smile, definitely. Okay, so I've gotten two 9/11s. I need to catch up. I've seen a version of the Joker with long hair, so I might be able to pull off the Joker. I don't know why text-to-speech didn't read that. That was weird.
I've seen a version of the Joker
there it
with
is.
long hair,
okay.
So you might be able to pull it off. Also, Dick Sadford oink, pensive face.
Oh, that's one. Gacy was a clown. He wasn't a comedian. One more. If Mark Hamill was skinny, he totally could. Mark Hamill's pretty old, though. Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Interesting. Here's Trump doing an interview after a rally in Las Vegas. He has a sit-down conversation with Sean Hannity, who basically fillets him the entire time.
Mr. President, how are you, sir? It's an honor to see you. Wave to the fake news media.
Hello, folks.
It's great to see you. How are you?
Nice to see you.
You want to sit? You want to stand? What do you want to do?
Stand.
First.
He got really close to him.
Where's your camera? Tell me. Right here?
Yeah, you can look right there. First, you can thank.
Wow, he's so oblivious to what's going on. Yeah, the camera right in front of you. That's his camera.
Ingram was giving us extra Hannity time tonight.
Well, she's very special, and she's doing well.
You know what? She's doing well. She's a big supporter of yours. But what do you make of where the Kavanaugh hearings are now? There's a new set of demands that have come out.
I think it's a very sad situation. He's an outstanding person. And frankly, Sean, to see what's going on is just very, very sad. You say, why didn't somebody call the FBI 36 years ago? I mean, you could also say...
Jedi or live long enough to voice the Joker.
You either die a Jedi or live long enough to voice the Joker. Huh. Good one.
When did this all happen? What's going on? To take a man like this and besmirch. Now, with that being said, let her have her say, and let's see how it all works out. But
oh, that's it. That's his way of covering himself, just in case it does come out that Kavanaugh did all this shit that he's being accused of.
I don't think you can delay it any longer. They've delayed it a week already.
And you've been very accommodating.
I have been accommodating. I say let her say what she has to say, and let's see how it all comes out. But they've delayed it a week, and they have to get on with it.
Yeah. Mr. President, you're dealing with a lot of good economic news today. And there's a lot of media people, it seems like all they ever talk about, and John Solomon and Sarah Carter broke a big story tonight.
Great people.
Great people.
And what they're saying is that...
all the Fox News people, great people. Ask Sean Hannity. I loved Trump when his answer to a question in a debate was like, Sean Hannity was there, ask him.
Even the intelligence community and the FBI didn't want to give the intel to the Obama administration because there were conflicts, and they would weaponize it against you. That's our new information.
Well, I'm not surprised to hear it. If you look at what's been going on over the last couple of years, and I'm not just talking about from the time I won the presidency, this took place when I was winning in the primaries. I mean, you look at what's going on, I'm not surprised to hear anything.
Before the election, after the election.
This is like, honestly, this reminds me of like a WWE interview. Like they're in the ring and Sean Hannity is Jonathan Coachman or something, and he's interviewing Trump in the ring with the crowd cheering in the background. And just the way there's like, the way it seems like the questions are total softball questions and the answers sound rehearsed. It sounds exactly like a WWE interview.
In the media leak strategy, Lisa Page had testified that for 9 months they had no evidence at all whatsoever. But it seems to be coming to...
Sean Hannity is like Mean Gene Okerlund, and and Trump is like Hulk Hogan. Let me tell you something, Sean.
One end.
Well, it has to come to an end. It's so bad for our country. I call it the witch hunt. It is so bad for our country. And when you see Strzok and Page and McCabe with his lies, they gets fired for lying. You see all of the things, and Comey for lying and leaking. You see what went on.
Someone said he's like Sean Mooney. You're right. And he kind of looks like Sean Mooney a little bit. Yeah, Sean Hannity and Sean Mooney. Wow. And their names are both Sean. That's crazy. Are they long lost brothers? What the fuck is going on?
It's got to come to an end. So bad for our country.
The irony in all of this is I have been uncovering all of this. When you think about it, Clinton bought and paid for, used funneled money a dossier, foreign national put it together.
A lot of money.
They never verified, they never corroborated, and it was the bulk of information. You have now said declassify and redact it. How soon will that be coming?
Well, we're moving along. We're working along. We're also dealing with foreign countries that do have a problem. I must tell you, I got called today from two very good allies saying, please, can we talk? So it's not as simple as all that. And we do have to respect their wishes, but it'll all come out.
You know what? Elections are about peace and prosperity. Your economic record, I talked about it earlier in the show tonight. Record low unemployment, 14 states, African Americans, Hispanic.
So right now, this isn't even an interview. This is like Sean Hannity isn't even asking Trump a question here. He's just rattling off all the accomplishments of Trump to to prop him up more.
Americans, women, youth, unemployment. We have great news on the economy. Better news with Kim Jong-un. He's not firing rockets over Japan.
Well, with, honestly, Korea, North Korea, South Korea, things are working out very nicely.
Tough sanctions against Russia.
Very nicely. Very, very nicely.
And the Iranian economy and the Chinese economy are both going down as you have taken a tough stand.
Well, it's time to take a stand on China. We have no choice. You know, it's been a long time. They've been hurting us, and our farmers are great, and our farmers are starting to do very well again. It's very interesting. But we're putting very, very heavy sanctions and other things on various countries, and we're getting along with some countries. But we've been ripped off, Sean, by the world. All of these countries for years and years, and we can't do it anymore.
So you're getting better deals with Mexico.
We had a good deal with Mexico. Good for both. Good for Mexico. Good for us. Everybody's happy. NAFTA was a disaster. We lost thousands of plants. We lost millions of jobs. NAFTA was a disaster. We've renegotiated it. We're in the process of working now on Canada. We'll see what happens with Canada. Canada's been tough. They charge 300% tariffs.
You are wrong. XRP is a test token made by Ripple. Many people scam others saying banks will use XRP, but they will not. Ripple is working with banks to develop separate tokens. Many XRP owners mislead people to drive up the price. Now drink.
Thank you for letting me drink. Oh. I think I got like one more left in there.
On dairy products, our farmers, no good. You can't do that. So we'll probably be able to, we'll see what happens.
I know
By
this
the way,
crowd
it'll work out well anyway. Go ahead.
I'll ask one last question because there's a lot of people in this arena waiting for you, as you can see.
Hey, regardless of the whole XRP thing, I have a set amount when I'm ready to cash out. So I know when it's ready to go. Like I have a maximum where I'm like, all right, I don't care if it goes any higher than this. I'm ready to cash out. And I think there's more to come, honestly. I think the price that it got to last, I think it was, yeah, like the end of last year or the beginning of this year, I think it'll far exceed that.
I'll ask.
And if not, I spent minimal money on it because it was extremely cheap to buy.
I'll ask one final question.
Amazing people.
47 days from now is the midterm elections. 47 days. We know what the agenda of the Democrats are. They want to go after you. They want endless investigations. They want to keep Obamacare. They want to eliminate ICE. They want open borders. They want the crumbs back, your tax cuts. And my question is, the question that every American ought to ask is, are we better off than we were 2 years ago? What do you say to those people that love you, but maybe aren't so hot on their Republican House or Senate member?
You got to go out and vote. We need more Republicans. We'll get everything we want. We need more Republicans. You want to protect your Second Amendment. You want to protect everything. You want to protect all of the great success that you've had over the last little more now than a year and a half. Think of it. We're coming up, can you believe it, on 2 years when you and I started talking.
Actually,
this is what happened.
When you came down the escalator.
Well, yeah, if you talk about the campaign itself. But I will say this, you've got to protect. Look at what's going on with the Supreme Court. If we're not there, because we're all together as a group, if we're not there to protect, it is going to be some really bad day for this country. So we're protecting. But
What the fuck is he even
Made
saying?
tremendous gains. You know, the stock market today, it's a good day to do an interview because the stock
What a great day to do an interview. Because what's going on with the stock market?
in its history. Today. Now, did you work this interview out specifically for that? But it was up very big today, but it hit the highest, all of the markets. Today hit the highest level. Now, 401ks are up 57% in a short period of time. If the Democrats get in, those numbers will be cut in half. You will see bad things.
Obama never made, the only president in history that never made 3% GDP growth in a year. All right, the budget negotiations, are you going to demand, you challenge Republicans?
Now let me throw some shade at Obama really quick, and then I'll ask you the next question.
Republicans fund the wall completely. Will you insist on it?
We're getting $1.6 billion. We're continuing. We spent $3.2 billion. We're continuing to build the wall. I'd like to do it. I could do it so quickly. I'd like to do it in one piece.
You can't. Fuck that. You can't do it. And he just said, I build it in one piece, saying he wants a full-on wall. Because I've heard so many people being like, oh, he doesn't mean a whole wall. It's like, yes, he does.
The Democrats are holding us back. I am told by Republican leadership, and I hope they do it because there are a lot of people counting. See the people with the wall? I want the wall too. Yeah.
They got it down.
That they will do it immediately after the election. We've got $1.6 billion.
So you're going to build the wall after the election? What?
A lot of money, but not when it comes to
building. You've already got $3 billion.
$10 via Patreon. You get to see Spin Till You Spew coming up this Monday. Don't miss it.
You spent.
We've got $3.2 billion. It's being built. We've got $1.6 billion, but we have to do much better than that because we can do it very quickly. And you know the bottom line, we need it. The Democrats, they want open borders. They want people coming in. That means crime. We're the opposite. You got to have a border. You don't have a border, you don't have a country. You know
about
that.
Security. Securing our children. It's about, and you want a door in your wall.
Oh, it's going to have lots of doors. People are going to come in, but they're going to come in through merit. And they have to come in because we have companies moving in from all over the world. They're coming back to the United States. The biggest companies, Foxconn, the biggest companies in the world are coming back.
He repeats the same words so many times. He'll speak 3 or 4 sentences, and most of it will just be recycled stuff that he already said.
We need people, but they have to come in through merit.
Yeah. Mr. President, thank you. And
thank you.
Can you thank Laura again? She's probably going to be mad at me.
Laura, I love your show. I watch it all the time.
You're looking at the wrong... There you go.
What? You are special. You really are. It's a good combination.
Thank you, Mr. President. I know this crowd. You ready to hear the president? Thank you, sir. We appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Total butt buddies. Laura Ingraham, she's very special. She's a special one. So yeah. As I was saying before, if you want to catch Spin Till You Spew Trivia Monday, if you want to see it live, me versus Fat Pat, basically it's a trivia/drinking contest. Go to our Patreon, sign up, become a $5 pledge or more. You can cancel at any time. You can come back anytime, you can leave anytime. One of my favorite gifs is Billy just like puking all over himself. You did not read this. Okay, I didn't. Oh, yeah, you know what? That does remind me, though. If you guys, if any of you are not in the Discord, you can use the link below to join. Feel free to join the Discord. Thank you, Ben, for doing all these streams for us lonely people. Yeah, I'm here to help. I thought you were only on Tuesdays and Saturdays. Yeah, this isn't an actual show. I mean, it is, but it's not a real DP episode. It's DP Underground. That's why I put the title the way it is. DP Underground, September 21st, 2018. Thanks, bud. You don't even know me, but I feel like you're my friend. Okay, cool. I mean, I could read more articles and shit, but you know, I'll take the end of the show here to kind of interact with the chat. Hannity should sing, "He's just a sexy Trump, sexy Trump. He's not your toy Trump." Toy rump? Is that the Shawn Michaels theme music? What other guests have you considered getting on DP? All kinds. Oh, I'm your only drinking buddy? Damn. Well, yeah, we're drinking. Are you drinking now? I think I have one more shot left. So if someone wants to do a 9/11, the bottle will be gone. Actually, no, you know what? I'd say that's about... No, it's one or two. Sorry for the silence. I have to read. I can't talk and read at the same time. Not that well, anyway. I don't want Von Helton on. I just want to watch his videos and laugh at them. I have no desire to have Von Helton on. Am I going to get any furries on DP? I don't think so. I mean, we've had Adam from Your Movie Sucks on. He's a furry. I don't want to get them on just because they're a furry. They have to have some... They have to happen to be a furry and have something else that's more interesting about them. Is Digby not a furry? He might be. I don't know. I don't know him that well. Yeah, I do not know him that well. Is my hedgehog a boy or a girl? It's a girl, I believe. It doesn't really matter. Will Endless Jess ever be back? I don't know. I haven't talked to him in a long time. He's welcome back. I just don't know if he's busy doing his own thing. Is it sexy like the one in Sonic? No, it's a little furry animal with sharp spines on its back. Hedgehogs are not the best pets, and the reason for that is that they're nocturnal. They don't like to be disturbed. They're not... I mean, you can get them used to you, and they can kind of be cuddly a little bit, but, I mean, they have sharp quills all over their back, so you can't... I mean... And they don't have good eyesight. They're easily startled. They're very timid. But, I mean, there's cool things about it. They run on wheels, which is kind of interesting. They use a litter box kind of like a cat or a ferret would. Okay, Groucho Snarks, thank you.
We take a shot.
I found a foxhead delivering pizza on the OSU campus, like a severed foxhead. That's disgusting. Why was it on the OSU campus too? Who's murdering animals? Oh. Oh. They're like hamsters with built-in armor? No, no, they're bigger than a hamster. Maybe more like a guinea pig or something. I don't think Jeff Holiday wants to come on and debate JF. I think Jeff Holiday is more interested in doing the pseudoscience stuff that he likes to talk about. I think he's out of the political arena. My friend found various pieces of a rabbit in the Target parking lot. Thank you, man. That is awesome. We're getting more patrons. That makes me very happy, honestly. Get Caseytron or GDR back. Boobs for days. Why don't we just have them both on?
The hedgehog character is Amy and she's only 12. Whoever called her sexy is a furry and a pedo.
I don't know anything about Sonic the Hedgehog. That got covered up.
The only female hedgehog character is Amy and she's only 12. Whoever called her sexy is a furry and a pedo.
I didn't even know that. I didn't know that Sonic the Hedgehog characters had like actual age, like their age was revealed. To me, you know, most cartoon characters don't age. You know, they stay the same age. Sometimes in storylines they decide to age them though. But whatever. I don't find hedgehogs or cartoon hedgehogs attractive. That's weird to me. And watching that video made me very very uncomfortable when a guy was going through all the reasons he ranked these hedgehog characters. Will Jeff Holiday be on with Dick Masterson? No, I don't believe that will happen. I believe Jeff Holiday is not interested in having these political debates at this time. Not speaking for him officially, but that's my belief. Now, when you say Knuckles is 16, does that mean in what is he? Is he like an echidna or something? Is that in human years? Yeah, so he's an echidna. Yeah. That's so weird. Yeah, echidnas are similar to hedgehogs in some way. It's funny that we're talking. I never gave a shit about Sonic ever. I mean, the game was kind of fun. I mean, I played the game when I was in like the 5th grade or something. If you want Endless Jest back, you're going to have to go tweet at him. Tweet at him, tell him you want him back on DP. That's how to get him back. Otherwise, I don't know. I played the Sonic Adventure games. Yeah, I was playing Dreamcast the other night. I have one of those games. Never play Sonic Rings for Wii. No problem. I'm not. I don't plan on it. No, thank you. Just playing Sonic on a Nintendo console feels weird to me. I know Sega doesn't make consoles anymore. I know, you know, Sega should... I don't think Sega has the money to manufacture and distribute a console. Did I hear the Browns won a game? Yes. So they're undefeated this season. 1 tie and 1 win. Ties are even harder to get than winning. You know, it's like ties are so rare in the NFL. But whatever, yeah, 2 games into the season, the Cleveland Browns are undefeated. Who would have thought? What up, Uncle Charlie? You know, I have my Wii. I was playing Dreamcast the other night, but I could do a stream where I play Wii. I still have my Wii. The thing about the Wii that's a pain in the ass, though, is it has that little sensor that you have to use. Still connected. Do a weed. I could try. I'm glad we met at least.
Been watching since DP30 or so. Time to pay my dues.
Wow, thank you so much. I was just about to say I was happy with what I already had. But this is great. Wow. I'm super happy. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I mean, another reason why I'm doing these streams is because I want to build up this channel too, because the certainty of having a big channel on YouTube and the security of it isn't very good anymore. I took a big revenue hit when we weren't able to stream on the main channel anymore. Ad revenue isn't really that good, but there's so many more subscribers to the other channel that channel just got way more views, better ads, way more YouTube premium numbers. So and this channel wasn't monetized for a while. After we lost the main channel, we were streaming unmonetized, so no super chats or anything for over a month. So now that we got this channel monetized, I want to continue to at least do solo streams. Maybe I'll start bringing people on. I can bring people on through Discord. I'm working around a few ideas in my mind where we might be able to do some call-in segments. So join the Discord now if you're not already on it, because there might be some stuff in the works here pretty soon where we take some call-ins on the show. I found an Ohioan who doesn't hate Michigan, surprisingly. Yeah, actually in Toledo, there's a lot of Ohioans that like Michigan. Toledo's almost like 50-50. You go down closer to Columbus, there's almost no Michigan fans. Is 9/11 mode on? It was, but I'm out of drinks now, so I'll probably have to go to the store and get something for tonight. So I'm going to stream later tonight. I don't know how many of you will be able to catch that. You know what Wii game I got insanely good at? Wii Boxing on the Wii Sports disc. I figured out this way to kind of finagle it to where I was beating the shit out of some of the hardest computer players, and my score got so high that it literally went up off the screen. Because in Wii Sports, there's like a graph that they show you what your score was, and mine went so high that it went like up out of the box and up off the screen. People in Toledo wear Detroit sports memorabilia. Yeah, most of the people I knew were Tiger, Red Wings, Pistons, Lions fans. Toledo is in the greater, like the largest city that Toledo's closest to is Detroit. Because Toledo's right on the border. I found my cat as a kitten abandoned in a box. It had duct tape on its neck. That's fucked up. It makes me so upset when people abuse like a totally innocent pet like that. It's crazy. I'll tell you another thing though. I've seen this a lot where people feed stray cats. Like they'll go out to an area where there's a lot of stray cats and they'll set up a box full of food. And yeah, maybe they have the best intentions at heart because they don't want these stray cats to die or anything. And I get that. But what you end up doing by doing that is you create a gathering place for all the stray cats, and then it becomes a breeding ground. So all the cats come to the one place where the abundance of food is, and then they start having sex and reproducing, and then you have more homeless cats. Feral homeless cats too. So I used to live in an apartment complex, and there was someone that used to leave this cat food in a field, and the whole area was just overrun by homeless cats and kittens and all kinds of shit. It was crazy. If they had Wii bowling tournament, is be just as lame as I am now, huh? Man, where are we at with this? How long this been going on? I'm about to stop streaming pretty soon here, and like I said, I'll be back later tonight, tomorrow for some of you, depending on where you live. And hopefully you can catch me. If you guys have any content that you want to send in, do what the Nightbot is letting you know to do. drunkenpeasantsinbox@gmail.com. My brain is slowed down. I'm from Chicago, but Midwest rivalries aside, let's form a coalition to eradicate Michigan. Hey, you don't even have to share a border with them. You're safe on the other side of a lake. You guys could have a sea battle. Illinois versus Michigan. So, I'm done. See you guys later. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you later tonight.
In the beginning,
there was nothing, and then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Drunken Peasants, Drunken Peasants, Drunken Peasants, Drunken Peasants. From the strangest corners of the internet, gonna get TP'd by Billy and Ben. You know where you can find them at. Get ready, cause they're gonna kick your Drunken Peasants, Drunken Peasants, Drunken Peasants, Drunken Peasants.